Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a quote-unquote booster box opening because it's on MTG Arena, so I'm not really opening a box, but I will be opening a bunch of Zendikar Rising packs. Yay! Been having some trouble with the whole arena today and lately in general, but definitely more since the new mastery tree with Zendikar Rising and stuff has come out, because the rotation of standard and historic and stuff like that has come out. And most of the decks that I made and used myself are now historic, and I'm playing other people with historic who are using old stuff I've never seen before, which that part's cool. I like seeing the old stuff, but I barely win with most of my decks. There's like 2 or 3 decks that I can still get wins with, but it's like I don't even think it's half the time. So I try to get to 10 wins a day, and trying to get to those 10 wins with that stuff is just, oh man. So the whole point of this booster box, quote unquote, opening is to get as many new Zendikar Rising cards as I possibly can, hopefully standard cards and all that fun stuff too, to make some new decks and go into like standard ranked and stuff like that, because I tried historic ranked and that has been very difficult for me in historic range, because there's people who are pulling out stuff I've never seen before and absolutely decimating me. So yeah, hopefully this will change. So I have actually 41 packs because I'm a level 11 in the mastery set. So it's a bonus 5 packs to open. There we go. So let's open up this first one and see what we get. We're gonna get a lot of new stuff. This guy, of course, I already have, and I guess I already have this guy. What's he do? Okay, nothing like super crazy special. I did get an Elemental Lizard. The first kick spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Sweet. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Draw a card if that creature has a +1/+1 counter on it. Sweet. Oh boy. Oh wow, that's neat. And then an artifact. Cool. Okay, I'll see what this guy is. Let's see what I got. I got a sorcery. Choose 1. If the spell was kicked, choose any number instead. Return up to 2 target creatures to their own hand. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. Target player creates an XX blue illusion creature token where X is the number of cards in their hand. Okay, that's neat. Let's open up another one. See what we get. This one might take a little bit longer because there's a lot of these cards I probably haven't seen before, and I'm going to look at them because I haven't seen them. So whenever you cast a kicked spell, scry 2. Ooh, that's a flying. Adventure awaits. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library. Sweet. Ooh, look at this guy. So when the Soul Blade enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. I guess +2/+0. Sweet. Oh, here's a kicker. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2/+1/1 counters on it. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample. Sweet. Let's see what this guy is. A flying kicker. X can't be 0. Enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, gain control of target artifact with conversion cost X or less. That artifact as an equipment, attach it to Thieving Skydiver. Sweet. We're getting some neat ones. Will I use most of these? Probably not. But are they cool? They're still cool. Flying and Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature in your party. Sweet. Okay, short target land. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card. Enter the battlefield tapped, then shuffle their library, and I draw a card. Cool. Scry 2, then draw a card. Landfall. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Let's see. A legendary artifact. A Lithoform engine. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control, or copy target permanent spell you control. Copy becomes a token. Interesting. Alright, get another one going. See what I get. Alright, we'll start down here. Dauntless Unity. Kicker. Creatures you control get a +1/+1 until end of turn. If the spell is kicked, those creatures get +2/+1 instead. Canopy Baloth. Landfall, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, Canopy Baloth gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Sweet. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Sweet. Disenchant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Sweet. Vigilance. You may put a basic land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Just tap the dude. Sweet. Turn target basic land you control to its owner's hand. Okay, interesting. I guess there's ones that when they do things, so that makes sense. Hexproof and Haste with Kicker. The spell can't be countered. If Cragplate Baloth was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. So if I make it a 10 instead of a 7, it's a 10/10 with Hexproof and Haste. That is pretty awesome. Oh, I didn't look at the journey card. Oops. I knew it as I was clicking. I was like, oh no. Expedition Healer, Vigilance. It has lifelink as long as you control another cleric. Cool. Does 4 damage to target creature that blocked this turn. Oh boy. Oh, it's one of those ones that has the back. So it has land or put a +1 counter on target creature. Nice. Who wants this guy? Fire Elemental. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Landfall when a creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Nice. Let's see what this boy is. Oh, wow. Whenever Aura Skyclave, Hierophant, or however you say that last word. Never seen that one before. Or another cleric you control dies, return target cleric card with lesser converted mana cost from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. I like black and white cards. They're the colors I play with the most. And now green, actually. Flash and Flying. Cool. Some more robes. Good old Shell Shield, an instant. Gets a +0/+3 until it turns. The spell is kicked. The creature also gains Hexproof. Wow. Kazandu's Stomper has Trample. Enters the battlefield. Return up to 2 lands you control to their owner's hand. Okay. If it was kicked, return target insert a sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That's useful. When Old Seer enters the battlefield, scry X, where X is the number of creatures in your party. Sweet. Let's look at this guy. Sorcery. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. If you have full party, you may cast a spell with converted cost mana 4 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. Cool. Cool. We're getting some sweet stuff. I'm going to have to get used to the playstyle that Zendikar Rising kind of promotes for each color. It's a little bit different than I'm used to, but it's still their colors, you know. Like, it still makes sense. It's Death Touch as long as you control another rogue. Sweet. Though there's a lot of rogues in Zendikar Rising, so when an Old Silencer enters the battlefield, target creature your opponent controls gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures in your party. Enters the battlefield, her opponent reveals a number of cards from their hand equal to the number of creatures in your party. You choose one of those cards. Player discards that card. Wow. It enters the battlefield, you and target opponent each draw a card. Okay. What's this guy? I have that guy already. I have one of those guys. But it is a neat card still, even though, you know, I already have it. Ooh, okay. And an artifact. When it enters battlefield, attach a target creature you control. Equipped creature has flying. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Kicker. Ooh, a kicker. Plus 3 damage target as the spell is kicked. It deals 5 instead. Neo. Additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Cool. An artifact. Whenever you cast an instant, sorcerer, or wizard spell, put a charge counter on this amulet. If you tap it and pay 2, remove all charge counters from relic, it deals that much damage to target creature. Ooh, and I have this one. Up to 2 target creatures you control get +1 or +X/+X until end of turn. Works the number of creatures you control in your party. Squad Commander. A Core Warrior, huh? There's Battlefield, Core Warrior creature token, okay. Alright, maybe I should speed this up a little bit. We're getting a lot of new cards. Okay, only 1 new card this time. When it enters battlefield, if it was kicked, return target card with a kicker ability from your graveyard to your hand. Sweet. And yeah, I have one of them boys. Sweet, okay. Now we're starting to get less stuff, and that's alright. this time we got a lot of new stuff. Mind Drain. Discards 2 cards. Deals a card and loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Wow. It's like Super Vicious Rumors. Defender and Reach. Creatures you control have haste. Sweet. Hagra Constrictor. It's a snaky boy. Enters it with +2/+1/+1 counters on it. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has Menace. Nice. This one is either a land or choose target creature. You lose 2 life. Until in a turn that creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Cool. Whenever you cast a kicked spell, you gain 2 life. Oh, that's cool. And I got one of them boys already. Okay. Open this guy. See what we get. 2 new ones. Reclaim the Waste. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. If the spell is kicked, search your library for 2 basic land cards instead of 1. Okay, so it's like, it's almost as good as Cultivate. Almost as good. Malakar Blood Priest. Enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life for X is the number of creatures in your party. Okay. Okay. Does damage to a player, you may put target permanent card graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Oh, wow. Okay. That is quite awesome. I'm making a blue-black deck, it looks like, just for that card. Oh wow. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Attack target creature. It gains haste until end of turn. It kind of costs a lot though. Target creature or planeswalker spell unless its controller pays 2. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard instead, counter that spell, then scry 2. Okay. Blood Reckoning. Which one is that? Your hand. If the spell is kicked, instead return 2 target creatures. Okay. Ooh, Landfall. So, whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on them. See, that's going to be nice, because they just keep those, not till an end of turn kind of thing. When it's the battlefield, you get 3 life. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so one of them is land, where there's battlefield, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, there's battlefield tapped. Okay, and then it creates 2 white Angel Warrior tokens with flying. Non-angel creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Okay, that's a pretty sweet card. I like that one a lot. Okay, let's see what we get here. Some more new stuff. Most damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Cool. Now here is Binding. Oh wow. It's like an extra good pacifism. Old Jace Binding Nahiri there is what it looks like. And you put it on a creature or planeswalker. That's really good. As long as you control another wizard, when this creature dies, draw a card. Cool. Miscellaneous. As long as it's not your turn, Miscellaneous gets a +0/+2. Oh, okay. That's neat. Alright, see what I got here. Okay. Got a rare wild card. Open this boy. And his battlefield, if it's good, return to one other target creature to his owner's hand. Sweet. Flying and lifelink. If Ghastly Glimmer was kicked, and his battlefield with 2/+1/+1 counters on it. Okay. Okay. That one will be nice for adding land. You know. Something search the library. You may reveal an instant or sorcery card from among them and put onto your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. What's this boy? It is a add 1, or I can pay 4, put 2/+1/+1 counters on this guy, and you may have it become a 0 elemental creature until end of turn. It's still a land. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got another artifact. Group creature has a +1/+1. Okay. Isolation Champion gets +2/+0 as long as you control another warrior. Alright. So what we got here? Angel of Destiny. Flying and double strike. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, each player, Angel of Destiny, attack this turn loses the game. Wow. Okay. That is a cool card. I will use it. I will make it work somehow, or at least attempt to. Okay. X cards in library. Creatures in party. Put 30 cards on his hand. First of all, your library. Okay. Ooh, as long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in graveyard, gets +1, it has minutes. Okay. Smite the monstrous. Destroy target creature with power 4 rare. Okay. Sworn Shambler. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. When a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes the target of a spell opponent controls, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. And then I can pay 1 and tap it to put another +1 counter on this boy. Now that's an okay card. I like that card. That one's not bad. Flying and Flash. Relic Axe. Whoever pitches a +1/+1. If it's a word, it's +2/+1 instead. Cool. The Menace is +3/+0 as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Interesting. Kaza. Oh boy. Flying in Haste. The next insert sorcery spell you cast. This turn costs X less to cast for X number of wizards you control. Nice. That's useful. Okay. Ooh. Cool. What's this one? Just a trample boy. Whenever you cast a kick spell, Rising Riptide has base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. Cool. Choose one. Deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker or destroys target artifact. Okay. Counter target creature. Non-creature spell. Oh, negate. Yeah. This is my first negate for, because I have negate, but first negate for Zendikar. Yeah. Ooh. Now that's cool. Cheerful and Haste. Whenever you goes competition player, return a land you control to his owner's hand. Oh. Man, he is cool until that. Unless there's a specific land that does cool things. Then it's pretty good. You know, get a land out there that's like really neat and cool and stuff. Our creature +3 until end of turn. This spell is kicked. That creature gets +5 instead. Woo! Oh wow. Feed the Swarm. Destroy target creature or enchantment opponent controls. Utilize equal to that opponent's converted mana cost. Okay. And then we get a Skyclave Relic that's indestructible. As benefit this kit, create 2 tap tokens that are copies of it. Yeah, add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. What's here? A Mind Carver. Fizzled. That's an artifact. Equipment. Okay. Okay, it's one of those graveyard things again. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Nice. He can be useful. Tap target creature and draw a card. Heck yeah. I got one of them boys already. Cool. Alright, see what we get. What'd you give me? You draw a card, okay. Okay. Sweet. Hey, a planeswalker, eh? So it's Jace the Mirror Mage. When Jace Mirror Mage enters the battlefield, if Jace was kicked, create a token that's a copy of Jace Mirror Mage, except that it's not legendary and its starting loyalty is 1. And I can scry 2. Is that all you can? Is that everything it does? Yeah, draw a card and reveal it. Remove a number of. Okay, so there's more to it. That will. Can I click on it and look at it? Okay, no, I'll look at it later. It does other things. It looks like, but that's awesome. I got a freaking Jace Planeswalker. I'm very happy. +2. Oh, -2 and 0 until end of turn. As additional cost, cast a spell, sacrifice creature, deals damage equal to that sacrifice creature's power to any target. Nice. Seagate Colossus. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Okay. Ooh, he's a golem warrior. Okay. Flying. So this old raptor. You may return a land you control to his owner's hand. I guess this would make sense for landfall now that I now understand. Because if I didn't have, I just realized that I forgot to click on this guy up here, but it ended up just being a mythic rare wild card, so we're good. Ooh. It is Adventure is also Cleric, Warrior, and Wizard. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Cool. This is a artifact creature. It is also a Cleric, Warrior, and Wizard. And pay 2 to add a mana to the color. Ooh, what's this guy? Oh, he looks cool. Flying Death Touch and Haste. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Other creatures you control have Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a planeswalker, destroy that planeswalker. Wow. That is really good. I like him a lot. Make a pretty decent deck just with him as one of the focuses. A Human Warrior. Good old enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay. Ravager's Mace is an equipment. +1/+1/+1/+0 for each creature in your party and has menace. Okay, cool. That's a pretty good equipment. Short all non-land permanents. Hey, that'll be a fun one to mess with people with. It'll screw me over too, but that's okay. A Skyclave Squid. Landfall. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, Skyclave Squid can't attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender. Cool. Other warriors you control get a +1/+1. Cool. So what this guy is. It is new, it is a blue. Whenever you cast a kick spell, draw a card, then discard a card. When there's a battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a card with kicker ability from among them, put it into your hand. The rest of them go bye-bye. Or to the bottom of the library. Alright. So let's see what we got here. Ooh. Territorial Scythe capped. Man. Gives a +1/+1. Heck yeah. Awesome. You use that on green decks. It'd be fun. Fade Vanguard attacks. Target creature and opponent controls with power less than or equal to the number of warriors you control. You can't block this turn. Okay. Ooh. A Jerboa Landfall. Gets a +1/+. Creatures you control. Not just this guy. Creatures. Now that's pretty great. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the battlefield, and all creature and planeswalker cards with mana cost 3 or less from all graveyards. Wow. That's useful. I like that. Oh, I guess I didn't actually click on it. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Cool. An artifact creature Gargoyle. Flying and Defender has kicker. If it was kicked, it enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. As long as Skyclave Sentinel has a +1 counter on it, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Sweet. Base Camp. Base Camp enters the battlefield tapped. Add a colorless mana. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard spell to activate an ability of one of them boys. Okay. Ooh. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. That is cool. That is really cool. I like that. Just keep drawing cards. Okay, nothing really new, so we'll see what this guy is. Also not new. But that's okay. See what we get. Okay. Sweet. If it was kicked, block creature, this turn do so. Okay. And I got another one of those guys. Sweet. Alright, so you gain 2 life for each creature in your party. Wow. Return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Heck yeah. Get this guy going. What's that? Alright, choose one if the spell is kicked. Choose any number instead if it was kicked. There we go. Target creature. Target player gains X life, where X is the greatest power among creatures they control. Target creature you can control fights target creature you don't control. Okay. We got 10 left after this guy. So let's see what we get. This guy's new. Landfall. Ooh, deals 1 damage to each opponent every time a land comes in. That's a good ability. I like that one. Okay, got one of them boys. Alright, let's open the last 10 real quick. Heck yeah. Okay. This is the first one. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, that's neat. That's actually a pretty neat one. I like that one. Open this guy. Oh, this one looks cool. Does 4 damage to target creature and X damage to that creature's controller, or X is the number of creatures in your party. Sweet. Blood Chief's Thirst. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted cost 2 or less. Seal is kicked instead of destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's actually a really good one. Save a Soul of the Wild. Soul of the Wild power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. Wow. That's really cool. I need to set up a token deck, green token deck with that guy, because that can make him real strong. A Scorch Rider. When his benefit if it was kicked, it gains haste until a turn. Sweet. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each +1/+1 counter you've put on creatures under your control this turn. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Each creature you control gets a +1/+0 for each time it has attacked this turn. When a land enters battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. Wow. That's awesome too. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Oh. Relic Vial. Sacrifice a creature, draw a card as long as you control that happens. Yeah. Okay, we got 6 left. So here's number 6. You got some new blue cards. Draw 2 cards, spell was kicked. Draw 3 cards instead. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it target creature. Okay. That's not a bad card. I like that card. Oh, I got another one then, boys. Okay, 5 left. See what I get. See what I get. Let's see what I get. This guy's new. A green-white. Your sharpness of the battlefield, search your library for a basic force card and a basic plains card. Reveal those cards, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Cool. He'll be useful too. Be very useful. Getting them lands in there, you know. Okay, enters battlefield. Target creature gets +1/+1. However, for each card creature in your party. Real Golem can attack or block unless the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Okay. Flying. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard spell, it's +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. What's this guy? An enchantment. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card as long as it remains exiled. At the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with this old person, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then, Bellaric Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. Wow. That is really good. I like that one. That's a cool one. Landfall. Gains indestructible until end of turn. Over Pair Tactician and at least one other warrior attack, put a +1/+1 on Old Tactician Boy. Alright, I got one of them. Alright. This is right before the last one, boys and gals. We got this one. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Sweet. And I got a rare wild card. Alright, last Zendikar Rising one that I paid gold to get. We got counter target spell unless its controller grades 1. Okay. Cyphered Hazard deals 1 damage to any target. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Okay. And then there's this thing, which I already have, so now I have 2 of them. Sweet. Okay. We're gonna go to Dex real quick. We're going to go look at that white that I missed earlier. Trying to remember its name. Okay. What was its name? What was its name? I'm very scared. I don't know what. Was it this one? Was it Journey to Oblivion? Okay, yep. I think it was. Enters battlefield, exile target, non-land permanent, and opponent controls until journey leaves the battlefield. Cool. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Sweet. Yeah, I think that was the guy that I didn't look at. Alright, so we know now. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And later I'll probably do some more, of these pseudo pack openings. Because I've done Zendikar, I've done Core 2021, I have not done Ikoria, Theros, or Throne of Eldraine. So, I will definitely try and go for probably Ikoria next, because I like the Ikoria cards a lot. So try and go for more of those, and they're still, they're still in standard at least. But for sure, these guys. But I'll probably just go in order from here now. I'll do Ikoria, and then I'll do Theros, and then I'll do Throne of Eldraine. Once I have enough gold, of course. But anyways, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and toodaloo.